All right, if the next time you go to your bank, the teller is a little, snotty with you, this might explain it, especially if he or she is paid in bank stock. Their stock all careening today. It has been that way for all of these issues that are now into bear market territory. I mean, in other words, from a lot of their highs, not all of them, they are down in excess of 20%. They have all corrected, in other words, in excess of 10% from their highs. This reflects the feeling that the slowing economy, these are the first guys to feel it, your neighborhood banker. And they are the first ones to feel the pinch of you not taking out any loans. They don't make any money on that. And it generally is a soft environment. So for them, they feel it first and foremost, and they were feeling it today. Craig Smith joining us now with Swiss America. Craig, what are we to glean from this? I mean, markets go up, markets go down, to paraphrase Ronald Reagan, but they've been going down more than they've been going up. And these volatile swings have never been met with a lot of people rampaging back for a sustained period of time. What's going on?
Well, I got to tell you, I think Charlie Gasparino yesterday on Fox Business hit it, Neil. This was the most pathetic Fed Q&A I have ever watched. I mean, Janet Yellen looks so over her head. She gave mixed signals. I was watching the ticker as she had her Q&A. We were up 178 points, and the market reversed and went down 70 points. I think she brought horrible uncertainty to this market. I believe we should have had a Fed rate hike. Forget about the data. We needed to show some confidence in this economy. And now everybody, and your guests were absolutely right a minute ago, everybody is looking at recession. The point that Ed made about FedEx, it's a perfect point. Oil's dropping, it's cheaper for FedEx, and yet their numbers are falling. So it sent a terrible signal.
But not all their numbers, right? Not all their numbers. And that's why we get mixed reads, hence the confusion, that lack of clarity you hear. I mean, when you hear a Toys R Us is saying we're going to have 40,000 folks to help us out during the holidays on a temporary basis, that seems to reflect a confidence that they'll have a strong shopping season. Are they getting ahead of themselves or what?
Yeah, I think they are, Neil. And let me tell you something. Projections are just that, projections. We have to look at it after it happens. And I don't think, sometimes that happy talk is good for your stock price as well. I think there's a lot of uncertainty, Neil, and we've been crunching the numbers for the last 2 quarters. And I think you're going to see negative corporate growth in profits in this 3rd quarter, or if it's not negative, it's going to be very low. I mean, you can't keep a 10% growth in your profits with a 2% economy, Neil.
Now, let me ask you this. Picture yourself your accountants. We're looking at Jeb Bush in South Carolina, or we will be soon. Now, he has an economic plan on the table to return to 4% growth, or so he says. He would simplify the tax code. I think whittle down 7 or 8 rates to 3. So he can make the case, oh, look, I've got a plan. Or is it too little too late? Is the feeling that they're looking at business titans? What do you think?
No, I don't think it's too late, Neil. I think that we are definitely at a crossroads. As a matter of fact, we're writing a book about that right now. And I don't think it's too late at all. I think we're right on a crossroads where if we make the right decisions right now, maybe take a little bit of pain up front, we could have great growth in this country. Look, we can't depend on what happens in China. We can't depend upon what happens in Japan. We did just fine for years while Japan was in the toilet. We need to look at America. And I'm not talking about isolationism. I'm talking about putting our capital and our resources to work in America. And by the way, the next time Barack Obama tells you he's against capital punishment, Neil, don't believe him. He punishes capital every day of the week in this country. And if he has taxpayers' money to do something, then he's completely fine with it. But when it's private capital, he makes sure for them to pay the price.
Craig Smith, thank you very much on a crazy day. Just to let you know here, we are waiting on a Hillary Clinton event on a day oil prices are slip sliding. She said something very curious about Keystone.